won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. And you can tell me if I'm off, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want. And you're spending all your time in this one situation, and anytime you want it to stop, I know I can treat you better.
Hi Marie's channel! I just picked her up from the airport and I'm very excited to see her. It's been like way too long. I don't even know how many weeks, months. Welcome to the California land. Thank you. Oh, hi.
Hi, I miss you.
So long. Your coffee's right here, dear.
Oh, you're the best.
I took a really big gulp of the ristretto shot and it was all the way at the bottom of my coffee and I was like, it was so bad. But the rest of the coffee is fine. Great. Perfect.
So this is a grande iced Americano, cold ristretto with 2 pumps of sugar-free caramel and 2 Splendas because I love chemicals.
I love chemicals. Alright guys, we just got to Elevate. I'm with Amanda and Karen. Hi! And we are here to do a Pardomas photo shoot, and of course I will take you guys with me and you'll see some behind the scenes stuff.
Workshop, basically. So we're going to do little portions of it, and once we get what we need, we're moving on to the next section. So, like some of you were probably told, you guys aren't guaranteed to be in it, but we're going to try to get as many different people in it as possible. So it's just going to depend on how it all ends up in the editing and everything like that. So, for you guys that don't know what's going on in the workshop, what goes in the workshop, there's 4 stages to it. So it starts with a photo shoot, and then it goes into a posing. And the posing, you get your choice between competition posing, like stage posing, or photo shoot posing.
All right. 1, 2, 3, Pardomas! All right, we made a bubble stop at CVS, so everyone is loaded up on their bubbly, all of the bubbles, and we are ready to hit the road and head back to LA. It's about an hour with traffic. Finally made it back to Amanda and Karen's place, and I am just getting ready to eat, and then I get to take a nap. You guys, it is 6:20 p.m. LA time, which means it's 8:20 p.m. my time. I've been awake for like 20 hours now because I woke up at 1:45 a.m. LA time, so this is fine. But I've just been having lots of caffeine, so I'm gonna take a nap, and then I'm gonna go to bed like probably past midnight tonight so I can be on Amanda's schedule, and it's gonna be great. But I had icon meals sent here, which I just love doing when I travel, as you guys have seen. So my meal is some icon. This is ground bison, which I actually have never ordered before, but I will let you guys know how it is. And then I actually brought this bacon from home, and green beans, which are also from Icon. And then I made myself at home in their fridge and freezer as well. So that's my pro tip for traveling and staying on track. Good morning, guys. I just woke up from a nap a few minutes ago, and it's really not morning. It's 8:57 p.m. aka 10:57 p.m. my time, but I really needed that nap because I had been awake for like 22 hours already and had yet to start work for the day, and I knew I would not survive through work that long. So I took a nap while Amanda went to the gym. Just kind of rearranged my rest days so that I'm going to work out 3 days in a row instead of 2 days in a rest day. And that is the beauty of off season, is that I can do that and I can be a little more flexible with my schedule. So that's what I chose to do. I took a nap, and then when I woke up, I started working and now I'm taking a little break and eating my last meal, which is a snickerdoodle 1-carb waffle. Same recipe I always show you guys, but I will put it in the description below or across the screen. I use snickerdoodle, and then on top is cinnamon roll oat fit oatmeal, which is my favorite oatmeal, and then there's also cinnamon and sugar-free syrup on top. So I'm going to eat this and get to work. I am going to edit a couple videos for you guys and hang out with Amanda over there.
Hey! Work time. Work/hangout.
Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah. Work is better when you have friendship, though. Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of the vlog and day 2 in LA. I just got back from Gold's, aka the Mecca, and I did some back and biceps. It was an awesome lift, and my strength is coming back really quickly, which makes me just so happy because towards the end of prep, I felt really weak. I honestly didn't really enjoy my workouts, and now I'm loving the gym again. I'm feeling a lot stronger as my food is getting increased, and I'm just a happy camper, so it was a good workout. I'm going to talk a little bit later about my off-season plans and all of that kind of stuff, but right now I am cooking some post-workout noms, which in this pan is just green beans and sweet potato with a bunch of different seasonings in it. And then I'm also going to heat up 3 ounces of this Icon Meals ground bison. The ground bison is so good. I just ordered it for the first time this trip, and I'm so glad I did, because that's going to be a regular order from now on. It's super yummy, and like I said earlier, I typically order Icon Meals when I travel just so I don't have to worry about cooking and stuff. However, today Amanda and I did go to the grocery store, and I got some lettuce and just like basic other stuff that Icon Meals can't provide for me, so it's really nice being with your friends and just having a comfortable place to stay. And I don't have to pack any supplements because she's got me covered. We got Select, High Volume, Alphamine, Ergonine. She's got all the goods and backup goods. So here is the finished product. This is 150 grams of green beans, 3 ounces of sweet potato. I don't know why I weigh them in different units. I just always do. And then this is the bison, 2.5 ounces, and my condiments are a little bit of butter spray on my veggies, and then sriracha mustard and reduced sugar ketchup. Alright, we are back from the pool now, got some tanning and work done, and now I am about to eat again. I have an Icon Meals protein pizza broiling in the oven so it can get nice and crispy. And then I'm also making a salad, which I will show you guys. But the protein pizza has super good macros, no matter what you're at. 231 calories, 28 carb, 28 protein, 12 carb, 8 fat. And then I'm also putting some pizza flavor god on top. So here is the finished product for my salad. I have 150 grams of spinach, 85 grams of shredded iceberg, and then on top is some fresh cilantro that I got at the store today, a little bit of pico, and then chipotle mustard, and then some lemon garlic flavor god, which they're not paying me to tell you I use it. I'm just using it for fun. So this is what it looks like, and the pizza is getting melty and cheesy and delicious. Okay, how good does this look? The melty cheese, and that's bison, and then this is a P28 flatbread, and it's nice and crispy. So good. Here we are at Juice. Hi.
Do you know the one right next to Los Angeles of like the girl and the guy and like the beach here and like this artist teams around yeah, definitely. It's like the coolest thing in the world. I've seen casters and stuff.
This one. California harder than us right now. Ginger shots and cold brew coffee. Sitting outside at Juice. Such a good day.
don't think I was taking photos just then, by the way.
Do it for the gram.
Doing it for the gram. Nice. Yeah. Alright. Cheers. Cheers. So refreshing, but it's... Whew.
That's not a joke.
Spicy.
Lingers. Really lingers.
It hurts. It hurts. That was delicious.
We are health. Health gains.
Health AF.
Me either.
Hardest part about being a girl.
Literally. Girling complete. Amanda and I both treated ourselves to the deluxe mani-pedi, which included massages and everything.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me do that. I never ever do that.
Treat yourself.
It was nice. Like, de-stressing is important.
Yes,
like, I feel
absolutely.
quite relaxed at this moment in time.
Yeah. It's really nice, especially since we are kind of anxiety-prone individuals.
Both of us are. Like, we get kind of overwhelmed easily, and...
Yeah. So it's really important to set aside time to just unwind and relax.
And the other thing that I really enjoy about getting my nails done is that it, like, forces me to be off my phone for a little while, too. Cause, like,
yeah. Same with
nails
getting your
are being
eyelashes done.
True. That's so true.
So I got this color, just like a mauve kind of thing, and Amanda got white.
I love them together.
Yeah. I got like coral on my toes. They don't really match, but I like it anyways. So here is how this works. You choose a size and then your fish and then all of your toppings. So I'm going to do a Little Daddy with ahi tuna, and then on top I'm going to use cucumber, green onion, kale base, and then I'm going to do shoyu sauce with no oil. Top it with avocado, mushroom, let's see, kimchi, charred pineapple, and edamame, and then, yeah. Alright, here we go. Everything got weighed out and accounted for. Ain't it pretty? We had to wait like 20 minutes for this, which is kind of ridiculous considering they didn't even have to cook anything, but it's still gonna be delicious. Amanda's looks good too. So this kind of turned into an almost full day of eating, but right now I am capping off my macros with one Kroger Carb Master yogurt in blueberry muffin flavor. The macros of this are phenomenal. It is 1.5 fat, 4 carb, and 9 protein, and then I just topped it off with 2 little berry rice cakes and 35 grams of blueberries. Alright guys, I am taking a break from editing my New York City food porn video, which is actually absolute torture when I've already finished my macros for the day, but it was so much fun. I love reliving it. But I figured now would be a good time to talk to you guys about my off-season plans and just kind of go over where I'm at. I kicked off my off-season with essentially eating New York City, which was exactly what I had planned, exactly what I wanted to do. I like to say that my passion for fitness is like here, and then my passion for food and traveling is right about like here. Like, it is barely lower than fitness. I am a huge foodie. I absolutely love to travel and experience new cultures. So I had a blast in New York City, and I honestly ate whatever I wanted. Like, every single craving I had was satisfied, and while I did eat whatever I wanted, I still exercised portion control. I didn't like binge on anything or eat until I felt sick, but I enjoyed everything until I was satisfied. And actually I came home and I was up like 6 pounds right away, but I knew that a decent amount of that was probably water retention from both all that food and then also traveling and everything. And I just got back on my macros. I got back onto like my moderate day of peak week macros and stuck to those for a few days and drank lots of water, and then I was only sitting 1 pound over stage weight. I mostly attributed that to how much we walked. The health app on your phone actually has like a steps tracker, and one day it said we walked over 10 miles. So that was actually the day that we walked through Central Park and stuff, and that's approximately like 1,000 calories. So even though we ate in a large surplus every day, we also burned quite a few calories. And I think honestly my body like wanted more food after being depleted for so long. So I'm really happy with how that went, and my coach was really relieved because obviously he was a little worried. Our main goal is to make improvements without putting on excess body fat. So we're trying to stay within about 10 pounds of my stage weight. My stage weight was 124 pounds. I am 5'4.5" for reference. And your stage weight doesn't really matter to anyone but yourself, but it's a good point of reference to have, and you can really only use it to measure your own progress. Everyone's stage weight is different, and my stage weight is relevant to what someone else's stage weight should be or might be. So our point of reference for my off season is 124 pounds, and we want to keep my weight gain within 10 pounds of stage weight. So that means 134 pounds is ideally going to be our cap. Just for your guys' knowledge, because people probably will ask, I started prep at 142 pounds in January, so I lost about 18 pounds, if I'm mathing correctly, and want to gain back only 10 or less. And then the reason why we want to keep that so controlled is so that next time I prep, it's going to be a little bit easier. We won't have to push quite as hard, and we also want to be able to get leaner, meaning my stage will probably be significantly lower than 124. Cliff is estimating that I will be around 118 next time I step on stage, and that is with increased muscle mass. We are looking to come in significantly leaner. While I did come in significantly leaner than my last season, I still was not as conditioned as I needed to be, especially stepping on the national stage. In Minnesota, I obviously did really well, and that is because the judges in Minnesota do not necessarily look for the same things that the national judges look for, and Minnesota is also not that competitive of a bodybuilding state. So that's just me being honest and keeping perspective. But if I want to be competitive on the national level, which I do, then I need to be significantly leaner and have significantly more muscle mass. So that being said, in order to put on the amount of muscle mass I need to have to be more competitive and have the body composition and muscle maturity that is needed on the national level, I will be taking a very long improvement season coming up so I can grow. And by very long, I mean that I am probably not going to compete again until 2018. And that is both kind of scary and really exciting. You guys know that for the last 12 months, I've been prepping for about 9 of those. So it's going to be pretty different, and it feels very different now being in my improvement season and not having a prep start day, not having a show date, nothing picked out, nothing kind of like in the back of my head. And honestly, it feels really good. When Cliff first said that I probably shouldn't compete again until 2018, I honestly was like taken aback because 2018 just sounds so far away. But the more I've thought about it, and now that I've kind of settled into like not being in prep anymore, I think it's great, and I'm really excited to improve, because if you are constantly prepping and taking like really short off seasons, not allowing your metabolism to recover, not allowing yourself to make muscle gains, then you're gonna look the same every time you step on stage. And if you guys have watched my national show vlogs, you know that I didn't really make any impact on the national stage. Like junior nats, I got last callouts, and then Team U, I got third to last callouts, which was an improvement, but still I wasn't like competitive. And next time I step on the national stage, like I want to be noticed, and I want to be in that top 5, that first call out. And that means that I need to take time and I need to make very noticeable improvements. And if that is gonna require me to take over a year off, then so be it. And I'm ready, and I'm just going to embrace all of the amazing parts of off season, which include more food and more free time to do other stuff and more flexibility, more traveling. So just I'm going to embrace off season and give it my best and just focus on all of the positive things that come from it. So I'm really excited to make some significant improvements. When you are in a prolonged deficit, a little muscle loss is inevitable, especially when you have to do a lot of cardio and drop your calories really low like I did. So gain back the muscle I lost, and then also add more muscle to my shoulders, my abs, and my glutes, and then allow my back and arms and hamstrings and calves to come up naturally just through like basic programming, and then put extra emphasis on everything else except for my quads. So that will be the challenge, is growing everything but my quads, being that I'm so quad dominant. We will need to adjust my training accordingly. I will not be doing any direct quad work, and I will also be kind of shying away from full-on barbell squatting. You guys know that I was doing a power building style program before I started this prep, and not sure that that was necessarily the best choice, but at the time I thought that I wanted to do a powerlifting meet in the fall, and I've just kind of decided that while powerlifting programming is fun, my heart lies with bodybuilding and bodybuilding programming. So I will be doing what I need to do to improve my physique for the bodybuilding stage. Something that is kind of hotly contested in the fitness world right now is whether you should jump up to maintenance immediately after you finish dieting or prepping, or if you should slowly reverse up. Cliff and I chose a kind of middle of the road approach for me, being that I was in a pretty severe deficit, but I also am not like mentally dying over being in that deficit. So when I got back from New York, we went back to a very slight deficit, but still like comfortable. It was nothing like my depletion or anything like that, but it was a slight deficit just to see those 6 pounds that I told you about were not gonna stick around. Turns out only one of them was. So I was on somewhat deficit macros for 3 days, I believe, and then after that I have been slowly adding carbs and fats, and we plan to continue adding as we are able to. Right now we are mostly just going by weight, and as long as my weight stays stable and doesn't jump up too much, then we will continue adding food. But like I said, we want to keep my weight pretty stable and 10 pounds over the course of the next like year or so. So we are being somewhat conservative with adding food back. The other side of reverse dieting, other than adding macros, is also decreasing cardio. I was doing quite a bit of cardio by the end of prep. So the goal of reverse dieting is to make your food go like this and make your cardio go like this, and then that will set you up for a successful prep next time, because the goal is to be able to cut on higher calories and less cardio than you did your previous prep. Being that it's going to be such a long off season, one thing that we will probably implement at least once or twice will be mini cutting cycles. It won't be anything nearly as intense as prepping for a competition, but we will just cut back my macros and increase cardio a little bit to bring my weight back into a more comfortable range, and just keep things tight and under control for next time I prep. So hopefully that answers your guys' questions about what my plans are for this improvement season. Let me know if you have any other ones and I can definitely answer them in future videos. That's going to conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I always appreciate your guys' comments as well, and I love ya. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah.